Coach, why don't you give us a little bit of a opening statement about the game and how you thought it went?
Yeah, thanks. What a battle! Division III college soccer in Boston. Obviously, I wished it was easier, but no, it's really good to see Brandeis back where they belong as a top team in the country. Really happy for my friend Gabe and Blake, the assistant, and Bommy and those guys. And Brandeis is always like really good on the ball, but what I was most impressed by them today was like obviously we were going to have a lot of the ball and a lot of the chances, but they dug in and like defended so well. We're thrilled to be moving on, but really appreciate everything that Brandeis. We wished we were at home for sure, but Brandeis did a wonderful job of hosting us, and it was as easy as it could be. But what a game! You feel like obviously thrilled that we get to win and move on. But we know a lot of those kids, and Gabe and I run camps together, and so amazing job to Brandeis. They deserve tons and tons of credit. What a great season to get their program back where it belongs.
Great. Can you talk? You talked a little bit yesterday about how your goal is to, keep the pressure on the opponent, and that's sort of Brandeis's MO too. So what was your game plan to sort of counter what they were also trying to do?
Yeah, well, quite frankly, we were hoping Brandeis was a little more tired than they actually were today. They found energy. We thought we might have an upper hand there. And maybe we did in the second half. When you look at stats and stuff, the game definitely was pretty one-sided. But no, we wanted to put pressure on them. We're trying to make sure if a game has to go to penalty kicks, we'll go to penalty kicks. But we were after going out on those last year, we were trying to make sure we didn't get there. So I was certainly not subbing on defensive players in the overtime. We were putting on all the attackers that we had. But yeah, we felt like we'd have a physical advantage based on our game. We were able to get some guys off in the second half, and Brandeis had a real battle with a good Stevens team yesterday. So really just happy with our guys and how hard we worked, and the depth that we have continues to help us out.
Great. Ben, talk about sort of the control that you were able to assert in the midfield a little bit to keep the ball, more or less in the Brandeis zone.
Yeah, for me it was quite easy. I was playing center back, so I didn't have to deal with any of those 50-50 balls, but we have three big captains that all take the lead in the midfield, and I don't think we lost a single second ball today. Those guys lead by example, and they're loud and rowdy, and the whole team feeds off it. So watching that game back, and we'll watch our film back, and I don't think they lost a single ball. So that was something we all fed off, and that's how he got that header at the end. It motivated all of us.
Sure. Henry, what did you see in that last flurry?
To be honest, it's kind of just like a blank out, like kind of just natural instinct kind of thing. I don't know. I've just my whole life been able to find pretty solid positions, knowing where defenders aren't. But really, I give a lot of credit to my teammates. I had a huge chance in the second half that I missed. But everyone was just so great. My brothers held me in tight, told me to keep believe in the chance, and I think that togetherness of our team and believing no matter where we are in a game, no matter what time, no matter if we're out shooting a team or if we're playing worse than a team, I think it's just such a big belief in each other that we honestly feel like we can win a game at any time in any given circumstance.
Okay. You guys have Messiah next.
Yeah.
Pretty good program in their own right.
Yeah.
Any thoughts about that?
We're excited. I think we'll be at home. I would assume we're at home, but
Yeah.
I don't until we hear official word. But I assume we're at home. I think it's on Saturday. I think Messiah plays on Sundays now, so I think it's Saturday, Sunday. We'll do our homework this week. Our coach's job is a little easier this week with the other two teams, with Con and Bowdoin. The Division III committee decided to put the three best NESCAC teams all in the same quadrant for some reason. They're making sure NESCAC doesn't get 3 or 4 teams in the Final Four, I guess. And so, no, we'll have our hands full with Messiah. I think they started the season 0-7, and now they've won 12 or 13 games in a row.
Right.
So, if you look historically, what are the two best soccer programs in Division III over the last 20 years? It's Messiah and Tufts. And Tufts sort of came on the national stage. I wasn't the coach here, but Josh Shapiro, I think it was 2014. And when all of this started for what this program has become, there was a big win, I think, in an Elite 8 game, 3-16 or Elite 8 game, Tufts against Messiah. So, no, it'll be a blast, and whatever happened in 2014 has nothing to do with what'll happen in 2025.
Right.
But we're obviously playing the most successful Division III soccer program in Messiah, so we'll be ready. We're excited to have another week together.
All right, great. That'll do it.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks, guys.